I'm here with Janet Nunn, who is a resident of Barton LeClay, and I'd just like, firstly, Janet, if you would just kindly just introduce yourself and tell us why you're here today at the Bedfordshire Central Council offices.
Gladly. I'm Janet Nunn. I live in Barton LeClay and have done for nearly 20 years. Our two children went to local schools there and at Harlington. I'm also a Liberal Democrat. Have been engaged locally for the last 5-6 years now, and so I'm quite used to speaking to local people and having them speak to me, call me up whenever they've got some concerns. And the Central Bedfordshire Council proposal to concrete over the green belt at the Faldo Road site is giving great cause for concern. It is a beauty spot. It is overlooked by the Sharpenhoe Clappers, which is part of the Chilterns area of outstanding natural beauty, one of only 2 in England that has its own AONB board. And so we as stewards, as local people who care about the land, need to make sure that we're behaving not just for local people, for Bartonians, but also for all the people who come to this area to enjoy the beauty spots. So all the picnickers, the walkers, the cyclists and so on. We really do need to make sure that we are behaving properly as stewards of this land. Now, there is national policy that says that one shouldn't build on green belt, even for gypsy and travel development, unless there are very exceptional circumstances. And none have been made public in this case. There are no exceptional circumstances that have been given as justification for the proposal to build on green belt land at Barton LeClay.
Janet, I know that you've played a lead role in helping to make the entire community aware of what's happening. And would you mind just sharing with us the overall view as to how strongly the community feels about this?
The community feels very strongly that the Central Bedfordshire Council is not trying hard enough to find proper sites. There is a feeling that because this is greenbelt land, because it's on the other side of the A6, it's as if it would be an easy push through and that nobody would care. But the people of Barton LeClay do care about that site. It's between the old water mill, which is a protected site, and the Faldo farm, which has the adjacent light industrial estate there. It does have pathways walking through, public pathways, and as I say, just as a clear side across the Clay Vale up to the Sharpenhoe Clappers, the scarp there. So it is a stunning piece of countryside, and it needs looking after, and if we don't speak out for it, who will?
And it is something where, here again, it is more about what is doing the right thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
We're encouraging the Central Bedfordshire Council to do the right thing and select sites that are more appropriate for gypsies and travelers, because as we all know, that everybody has this right to respect and honesty and fairness, and so you played a major role in helping make the community aware of it.
Yes, I quite understand the national government has laid down guidelines. Local authorities need to consult with the constituents to find sites for gypsies and travellers. That's quite correct. It's legally correct, it's morally correct. We need to find the right sites in proper dialogue with all parties. But by picking on green belt sites that are just going to roll over generations of care of the land, and then once you've concreted it over, that's not easy to undo, really not. So it's not appropriate, it goes against national policy, national guidelines agreed in March 2012, and it should absolutely step back and rescind that proposal.
Well, you're going to join us now in presenting the objection representing over 3,000 Barton residents, and I'd like to thank you very much for your support in making this happen. Thank you, Janet.
Thank you, Jane.